I'd like to start with a public hearing for the 2023 Town of Wilton budget. Anybody signed up to speak?
Paula Schmidt.
Paula Smith?
Hello everyone, I'm the senior president of the Board of Directors of the Wilton Food Pantry, and I just wanted to thank you all for your continued support of the pantry and the 2023 budget. And I also wanted to let you know we have a new video on our website that's designed to show patrons how to access pantry services. It was produced as a donation to us by outside collectors, and I would encourage you all to have a look at it. I think it's a good representation of how our service works.
Thank you for all your hard work. Anybody else?
I don't have anybody else.
Would anybody like to speak about the 2023 budget? You want to make a motion to close the public hearing?
Make a motion to close the public hearing.
A second?
Second it.
In favor? Aye. Any opposed? Carried. I'd like to welcome everybody to the November 3rd Wilton Town Board meeting. Start with the pledge, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please, Sue.
Supervisor Lamb.
Yes.
Deputy Supervisor McCaffrey.
Here.
Councilman Bogardus.
Present.
Councilwoman Culligan via Zoom. Can she hear me? No. And Councilman O'Connor.
She can sit here.
Hey, thank you. Has anybody signed up to speak? Public comment?
I do not have anyone.
Anybody wish to speak? Everybody had a chance to read last month's minutes? Any problems? None? Anyone make a motion to approve them?
I make a motion to approve the minutes of last meeting.
Second? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Carried. The 2023 Wilton Town Board budget, need a motion. You want to speak about it, Maria?
Sure. We have a $1.5 million budget for next year, which is down slightly from the current year amended budget, but we're still providing the same, if not more services, of course, improvements. And I thank the town board for your input, and it was a successful and sound budget.
I'd like to thank the town board members for their input on it and all the hard work that you put into it, for keeping us. Margot, your turn. Oh, I'm sorry. I need a motion to approve it so people get paid.
Make a motion to approve the 2023 budget.
A second?
You're out of time, chief. That's all you got time to talk.
I'm sorry, was there a second?
All in favor?
Aaron, second. Okay, thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carried. Okay, Margot, Bashir, you're up. How'd your dinner go?
Oh, we got this great.
Good.
Thank you. I was asking about our Wild About Blue fundraiser that was at the 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I heard that the event, I spoke to people at the Grant Cottage, and they said that that was great. And I checked in with them, and they said that was a one-time thing, and so we won't. So, I wrote down a couple notes, because sometimes I don't. I need it in my book. So, this is a month later, so it is our third quarter report, but I thought I would at least address these through the end of October. I think you have a copy of the report there. As well. It's always fun putting these together, because sometimes I feel like we're so wrapped up in the day-to-day that we lose sight of everything that we've done and accomplished. And putting that report together, it really impressed upon me how much we have been able to bring to the community so far this year, and then continuing on till the end of the year. As all of you know, it was a challenging year because of COVID for a change, but because two of our longtime staff moved on to other jobs, and so so then we spent a lot of time on, staffing and interviews and finding the right people. And we found great people. And I know some of you have met Lily, our volunteer stewardship coordinator, and then Allison, our new education coordinator, and they are fantastic. And so jumped right in, and so we're really pleased with that. So even though it was disruptive to us, one of the things that we're particularly proud of is that it was not disruptive to the public. So I don't think anyone who is attending programs or doing our day-to-day was aware that we missed anything. We didn't miss a program, everything took place regardless. And so we were really pleased that we were able to keep everything running smoothly throughout that transition. In fact, I need to write my numbers here so I can remember. Our attendance through the end of October, this is just for our formal program, so it doesn't count people who are just out and out visiting, was 6,646 people. That was 2,254 greater than last year, which is a 51% increase. So we were really impressed. And I know we have the numbers on your sheet there. There were 100 public programs, 183 individual school and group programs, 44 camp programs, including all the programs we did at Gavin Park. So adding that up, that was 927 separate programs that we were able to provide just through the end of October this year. And we are able to do that because, again, we have this wonderful support from all of you here at the town of Wilton, as is referenced in the budget. The support that you give us makes really all of the difference. And a great partnership is about, being mutually beneficial. And so I feel like this is that kind of wonderful partnership where we, again, are able to, your investment return so much to the public good, as you can see with this 927 separate programs, and also, again, we benefit so much from, again, the financial support and all the other kinds of support we get from the town. I mean, just today, Roy and Scott were over there helping get the ATV up and running so we'll be ready for the winter. There was that tree clearing at Kempster Toga for the safety reasons, maybe some hazard trees around the parking lot. So again, just today, again, this wonderful relationship that we have that I feel like is such a great partnership. And again, we are so thankful. So this is, missed it this week, I miss it every year, but November 1st is my work anniversary, and I thought about it today. I thought, I'm going to be talking at the town board meeting, and it's almost 12 years, a 12-year work anniversary, and I have to say, I still love my job. I love coming to work. I love what I do. It's really wonderful. Today I got to go out and take one of our new staff, and we walked in the trail camp for the north, doing a midnight hike on Monday night, and talk to her about all of the stuff that we have out there so that she's comfortable and ready to present those programs to the public. And so that's great. That's part of my job. I got to teach her a new word, crepuscular. Those are animals that are active at like dusk and dawn. Talk about that when we're out in the training walk today. So I get to do that. It's great. I still get to teach, not just working with the professionals that I'm training with, but I've been doing a lot of teaching these last few months, especially with the short staff that we have, and I've enjoyed getting out and working with the different classes. It's really fun working with the programs. It's great. And it's really great that I get to see this impact in the community. Just this week, we did a program up at the Home of the Good Shepherd for the seniors there, and they told us they wanted to come back again. The seniors, they said, please stop talking about that they did. So it's really great to feel like what we're doing is having that kind of a great impact. And, it's great to be able to share what we have over there, to know that there's this beauty and all of this great stuff right here in the town of Wilton, and that people are coming from all over to really be able to enjoy the programs, do everything that we've been doing. So it's been good fun.
Thank you for 12 years.
So I have any questions?
12 more?
I don't know. But the fact that you'd like me to,
Thank you for the great job you do.
thank you. And again, thanks for the support and the town budget.
We got a letter from Vanette Robertson. She'd like to resign from the Wilton Park and Rec Committee. Need a motion to accept it.
Deep regret on that motion. I think that's involvement goes all the way back to the issue.
Yep, she was a chairman for many years, did a wonderful job.
I think that motion is regret.
Second. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. I'd have a letter sent to her, thank you letter, what a great job she did too. Jeff Hurt sent a letter in resigning from the Wilton Planning Board, and Jeff did a great job too. I miss him. Made a motion to accept that.
Make a motion to accept Mr. Hurt's resignation.
Second? Second. With regrets. All in favor? Aye. Carried. There's a letter sent for him too. Chris Price would like to be reappointed to the Wilton Planning Board from 11/23/22 to 12/31/23.
He is actually an alternate and will be taking...
Oh, okay.
He will be taking Jeff's. And then it's 11/2 of 22. I added an extra 3 in there. I apologize.
So he's going to carry out Jeff's term?
Correct.
Make a motion to appoint Ms. Price to replace Mr. Hurt on the planning board.
Second. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. I talked to Bill Rice, he says he does a great job for the planning board. Updated bylaws and Park and Rec Commission. Councilman McCacken wasn't happy with it and like to wait a month so he can sit down with it. So we can postpone that to next month.
I think it's important that they understand that it's an advisory committee, and I won't be able to sit down with them until the first Monday of December, so maybe, I believe we have a meeting after there, so we can bring it up.
Okay?
I'm meeting is the 1st of December.
Theirs is the first Monday,
So that's the 5th,
and when's ours?
the 1st.
Well, it'll be January.
Okay.
It'll be after our... Unless someone wants to pick me up in Tennessee Monday morning.
I might go down, but I don't know where to drive.
Are you close?
Building gonna be done?
That's why I went down. The roof's sealed up, so I'm good.
Health insurance benefits, everybody get a chance to read in your literature. You want to speak about it, Maria?
Sure. This year, the health insurance benefits rose approximately 8%, but the town is holding the line on employee contributions for the health insurance. There is no change in the employee contributions for the payment of premiums. We have the same vision and dental insurance as well, no changes there. So yeah, it's a CDPHP, and we offer 2 types of plans in the CDPHP. One is the regular plan, which does not require referral. One is the HMO, which does require referral. A very simplistic plan.
Thank you. Need a motion to accept it?
Make a motion to accept
A
this.
second? In favor? Opposed? Carried. Health reimbursement agreement. Speak again?
Yes, so the health reimbursement arrangement is benefits the employees at the town funds 75% of the employee's cost for respectively. So there is no change in that on that as well.
Thank you. And a motion?
I'll make the motion.
A second?
Second.
In favor? Opposed? Carried. Updated solar code, that's a, make a motion, set up a public hearing. You want to speak about that, Ryan, or?
Yeah, so I got a couple emails. I sent one yesterday, and some modifications. Basically, just get the conversation started regarding some of the solar projects coming into the town lately, and it's the impact on the open space land use and the change of land use. So this is something that's kind of happening in some areas around, capital region with, a fee being assessed for the loss of the open space. not sure if the process procedure legally, but want to make sure, we're covered with that. The board, we need to set a fee, usually it's per acre, disturbance, and also, exactly what point this code is being enacted, because there is currently a project moving through the process.
Just informational, no application, right?
No, it's one that already has some approval, but they likely this month will be seeking preliminary approval.
So if we were to levy any type of regulation, they would be grandfathered.
That's up to you guys, but,
How many acres is that?
over 30.
I know I conversed a little bit with you, again, after reading the article, that's going to be a town topic. How are we looking at it? Let's say there's a 50-acre proposed solar field, but only it's going to be fenced in on 25 acres. Are we applying that to the 50 acres?
To 25, so
To the fenced in? With Skidmore, has a solar field that I've been dealing with for many years. They have a fenced-in area, I'm going to use 25 as an example, 25 acres. But they have transfer switch housing, buildings outside of that fenced area. One at the Niagara Mohawk Pole and another one, there's like a 3-phase shutdown to it. So if this was such a scenario for us, we would only tax the fenced-in area, but we do have accessory buildings outside of that fenced area that do pose danger, because they do have high energy in those two buildings that I'm referencing. Should we tax the whole 50 parcel or just the fenced-in area?
I think buildings should be taxed separate anyways, they're building.
Yeah, but we're only taxing the solar panels itself, but they have accessory buildings that are...
Right, but the minute they put a building on there, it should be on the rolls.
We're talking about an assessment fee, not
Right, you don't really mean taxing it.
Oh,
I think you mean open space contribution.
Oh, I thought I said that, I'm sorry. Thank you, Your Honor.
So they may have something a little different. There's no building with these particular solar arrays. Everything is going to be, there's going to be equipment and everything should be within the fenced area. And power feed should be underground or overhead connecting to the national grid utility.
There should be some sort of shutdown in the event of emergencies, shutdown processes. And again, the ones up by Skidmore, they're in at least, I believe it's one building next to the national grid pole, one building at the exterior of the fence, and then one inside the fence. Basically like sheds kind of type structures. But again, I wasn't sure if we were taxing because they're outside the fence.
Don't say tax. Get them fired up again.
Yeah, open space, yada, yada, yada. But, I don't know, I mean, it's all one project as opposed to just fenced-in area. I don't know, that's just,
the fee for
I'm throwing that out there.
What was the purpose of the fee?
Yeah, it's a mitigation.
Ryan, a couple of years ago, we had,
Did you just mute her? That's awful. Ryan.
oh, sorry,
Every husband wishes he had that.
No, it keeps freezing. No, I had a quick question. A couple of years ago, when I was still on the planning board, we had a project, I think it was on Dimmick Road, over in that area for a solar farm. Did that ever come to fruition, or is this still the same project?
No, this is a new project.
Maybe it was King.
It was King Road. There was 2 solar arrays, 2 5-megawatt solar arrays that were approved. They have gone and cleared the property, but nothing has been built as of yet. So at the planning board, there was a lot of discussion about, the impact of the solar arrays. And, so it raised the concern of, these companies coming into town and, the loss of habitat, the loss of, all the open.
That's what I was wondering about the fees.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah,
more-
definitely.
It's a mitigation of, loss of habitat.
What's in it for Wilton?
We can take the fees.
Other than the fees, what's in it for Wilton? Nothing.
It's community, some of them.
How we do it? Traveler to that.
Can you say that again? Can you repeat that, Aaron?
Is it something similar to something similar to a traffic mitigation fee that we collect? Is that what we're looking for, that this is like a price per acre?
Similar. It's an impact to the town, loss of, resources in the town, loss of the land use. And that's where we're going with this. Something to kind of offset that impact.
And we regulate, again, that previous project that was coming through, that obviously didn't come through, the project person went through and clear cut, got it all ready, but then didn't do anything with it?
Correct.
Can we regulate that clear cutting doesn't occur until they're actually ready to put something up?
Well, so a lot of these, there's multiple entities involved, and a lot of, from what I've been seeing, is a lot of the developers, they actually develop the property. They go in, they get all the permits, they get all, the Army Corps, EPC, they clear the property, they prepare the property, and then they'll sell it to a solar company. Basically, it's going to be for them to come in with their solar array and start. Or their lease the land, or,
So they do this prior to having an actual buyer or proprietor of the
Well,
solar?
the one has not built yet, they do have a buyer at the time. I'm not sure if it fell through.
Why don't they go over to the one that's already clear cut right, is it?
I mentioned.
Okay. I don't want to see somebody come into our town and take 25 or 50 prime acres of land, clear cut it, and then just do nothing with it, and it just sits there. Actually, I don't really.
Plant some
solar panels in the middle of our town either.
Plant some lupine on it.
Do we have regulation as to where they're going to be?
So they can occur anywhere in the town except for the R1 district.
But it does go through, Wayne, I asked that same question in the email. It does have to go through the planning process if they find it appropriate for that location or not. It's not like an end-all be-all, but it's going to end up like halfway down Route 9 or something like that.
Correct. So it's up for discussion, something I'd like to move forward. Two the big decisions, I think, would be the time frame of when the benefit fee, the public benefit fee would be enacted, to what stage of the process the project is at, whether it's somebody, that has not submitted an application yet, or, what form, and also the fee to be met per acre fee. So,
I don't think that has not yet submitted an application I think we would charge a fee even if there's something.
No, that's what I mean, at what stage, if they've already applied,
Where they are, what you're getting is where they are
in the process.
Yeah, but I thought you said it was even before they submit the application, you can't do that.
No.
When can we put these fees into our zoning law is what we're talking about? And that they have to abide by the rules.
At what stage of...
And I believe that once they start the process, they should be grandfathered. So we need to act on it quick, before 10 more.
Well, we have one that's in the process, but again, correct me if I'm wrong. We can enact this as of today before the process is finished.
You can't do that today.
30 days, it's got a public hearing.
You might think tonight is scheduled public hearing for next month. But what John's saying is, in his opinion, tell me if I'm wrong, but in his opinion, he thinks that if an application is already in the pipeline, that the newly adopted law should not apply to it. That's his, what he's saying is his opinion. What Ryan's saying is, that's a decision you have to make, if/when you decide to adopt this law.
I would set up for the public hearing tonight.
If this is
For next week.
I agree with that as well.
the $10,000 per acre fee is assessed, let's say the project that's already has an application and has been before the planning board,
Did we just lose $500,000?
300,000.
50 acres, I thought you said.
30.
You've had, I know you were in conversation with verbiage on this. I'm not sure if this is the latest revision. Have you reviewed the latest revision?
I'm thinking no, but Maria and I just matched up these two. My concern was about if the project never happened. And there was language to the effect of...
Non-refundable or something?
Yeah.
That, we remove that.
So, I guess I do, but what happens if the project never happens? It turns out that's my question.
I was thinking if the applicant withdraws and approval is expunged, then they can receive their funds back.
Right, I thought you had sent a note to that effect, and I tried to send a note saying that would seem appropriate.
Right. What was spelled out in here is non-refundable, even if they never construct the project.
But what if they clear cut it?
Yeah, I was
We're
gonna
trying
say,
to
once
avoid.
they,
I think it's
Then do we keep the
non-refundable if
fee?
they clear cut and prep it and then don't do anything. I think that should be non-refundable or an escrow or something.
Right.
And that makes sense, and we can write provisions to that
Right.
effect, but I'm still missing something here. I'm not seeing how this accomplishes the goal that Ray expressed, which was if somebody...
Well, we have to write that in,
Okay,
specify that.
that's not in here.
Right, correct.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, the non-refundable portion was
Taken out. Right.
And there was nothing, yeah, there needs to be additional.
I mean, do you guys agree with the
absolutely, they clear cut it.
Yeah, the damage.
Yes, and then what does the money then,
Lupine.
rebuilding it? Or can we use that money to then purchase more green space somewhere in town to account for the same acreage that was clear cut? Like, is that allowed, Mark?
Shall be deposited into a reserve fund to be used by the town exclusively for park or other recreational purposes, including the acquisition of property.
So we're good.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I think we should set that public hearing.
With the stipulation of the
Somebody's gonna,
non-refundable for...
you're gonna finish that up?
Tony?
Here, we'll add at least two provisions, but setting the public hearing for next month is fine.
Okay, thank you. Both of you.
Did someone second that?
I did.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Carried.
To be clear, the time frame, if they have not submitted an application at this point, they're grandfathered.
Correct.
No, not if it's not.
If they have submitted it.
If they have, I'm just thinking, there is interest.
I'm talking, if they haven't submitted an application as of tonight,
They're bound by our new rule.
as of tonight, if they haven't submitted an application as of tonight,
John, I agree.
Yeah, yeah, right. If there's no
we're good.
application
'Cause
tonight,
Otherwise,
you
it's
put
gonna
this
be a
out there for
massive
30 days, you're gonna have
60
500
days.
people putting an application in by the next month. Yeah.
right,
it's like
so
an
what you're saying, I'm just trying to refocus here. If no application is in as of today's date,
Absolutely.
they will be bound by the current,
Well, the proposed,
hearing.
if it goes through the
Right.
public hearing, yeah.
Okay, so, thank you.
Everybody good?
Yep.
Everybody good? You got something to say, Tony?
Thank you for giving me the question. I guess this is mostly for Ryan, and well, actually for the whole board. Is this certain parcels of land that have already been designated as open space, or does it pertain to any parcel of land that, let's say, an individual landowner would like to utilize and put manufacturing or solar farm?
I believe anywhere except for R1, right?
Right, anywhere in town, it's a special permitted use, anywhere in the town except for the R1 district, that they can place a large solar array. And this will be for only large solar arrays.
So my next question is, or the question is comment, my understanding of larger solar arrays is that it can be prohibitively expensive, up in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, to run electric wiring essentially from the array to the nearest high power grid. So
That's on them.
It really becomes a feasible proposition only in pretty close proximity to high power lines.
Correct. And there is a significant National Grid fee. That's the fee that National Grid charges. And that is a large big fee that they charge for making the upgrades to their system.
So that in reality, there's probably only a limited corridor within our town. I don't know where the high power line runs through the town of Wilton, but the feasibility of these kind of farms, if people are thinking, oh my God, our station's going to be solar panels for years to come, and we mentioned open space, but in fact, it's only within a certain proximity of those high power lines, and so that it may not be.
Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah, I'm not sure of exactly where all
It depends how much money they want to pay.
Right, I was gonna say, they could, if they wanna run that wire 10 miles, that's gonna be on their dime, and it's just not gonna be feasible for them to do it, so I would say it would be protected unless they're close to high tension wires, and even then, the cost is, this fee is basically to preserve what we already have, and if someone happens to say, okay, well, yeah, we're willing to pay the fees to have it done, well, our fees, I think, are the smallest fees.
National Grid fee, I've heard are substantial.
And they just put two giant ones down the road for me, and they're ugly as sin. I don't even know what they think.
That's a switch gear.
Yeah, well, I don't know how that got through. That's the ugliest thing in the world.
Monstrous.
That depreciates somebody's value there. Lil and Roland.
Right, it's right on the corridor, too.
Did you have anything else?
No.
Did you answer your question?
Any committee reports? November 11th, the Heritage Society's kind of a 11 a.m. kind of a moment of silence and prayer to recognize all those who serve our country. And hear the bell ring at the old Wilton Church, Parker's Road. The bell will ring twice. It will recognize the end of World War II and return of more than 200 Wilton residents. And we still have two living residents in this town, Joseph Steiger and Edward Vinsek. They always put a nice show on, so if anybody would like to go. Anybody got anything? You know, in the country is a big problem, but even in this county, with drugs, mental health, people with depression. Board of Supervisors started a year ago, put a lot of money away, hiring people that, how do you say it? Opioid lawsuit. The county got a lot of money. They've hired a lot of people. They're still trying to hire people, people trained in the field, and eventually they're going to have a 24/7 service where people can call. Somebody from the county will visit them. It's on the county website, and very shortly they're going to give every town something to put on their own website, because I think more people would be interested in reading town website or Facebook. But if you have any loved ones or friends that deal with problems, there's help with the county, probably free of charge. And it is, I sent everybody today a report about it. Did y'all get it? Did you read it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the numbers were stacked.
Unbelievable.
7 months too late.
I agree.
So there is help out there if people want it. Maria, you want to do your controller's report, please?
Oh, and if I could just quickly add that the ribbon cutting for the electric vehicle charging stations is going to be Thursday, November 17th at 12:30. Just a reminder. The board and the invitation to the public will be publicized so that you can, see it in the newspaper in terms of the invite. Okay, so for the comptroller's report, the first group of items is the budget transfers. I item 1 under that is for parks, for equipment and capital outlays. I need to reallocate budget to accommodate additional repair and maintenance that is going to be needed for the rest of the year. At the park, that's $15,000. The second item under budget transfers is for an additional cost related to the wall padding. That was a planned expenditure, but the cost went up. So we need additional money from there, and we're taking it from the available appropriation in that same department for food. The third item under budget transfers is for additional appropriation that we need for catch basin and drainage repair for maintenance of roads. So those are the 3 budget transfers.
On the $15,000 for repairs, is that a big project that we have?
Splash Park.
Is that part of the?
Is that part of the splash park?
So no, but that's a good point. That's coming up in the next budget amendment section. No, what happened was, early in the year, we had a budget transfer because we were going to have increased costs for fertilization for the ground. So we took money from repairs and maintenance, hoping that we wouldn't need additional money, but...
So you're just paying it back?
Exactly.
Okay.
And we're getting it from the capital outlays that we will not...
I meant to call you earlier rather than ask.
No, that's okay. That's
John, you just can't go to Vincex Field and get some of that stuff and throw it around. Not gonna
Can't you
work.
just go down to Albany and get some? Get some from Albany.
Somebody want to make a motion to approve the budget?
I'll make a motion that we approve 1 through 3 on the budget transfer.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Thank you. The second categories are budget amendments, and we are increasing estimated sales tax. Our sales tax is a little bit stronger than what we had budgeted for, so I feel very comfortable with the additional roughly $23,000 that we're raising in sales tax to accommodate the first 3 items, which is Splash Park repairs and maintenance for the elements. This is just a small portion of the bigger project that we're going to be doing over at the splash pad. So we have the element repair of $12,324.75, which we received the quote for, and we just need to get the money appropriated. The next item...
That was a, that was a motion.
The next item is... we are repairing and...
Oh, shoot, sorry, I thought I was...
Tell Dean to keep it down.
We're repairing and patching various roads in town, so we need $6,000 to be appropriated for maintenance of roads for blacktop. And the third item that I am increasing sales tax for is for a repair of the control handle in the bucket truck of $5,000. The actual repair is a little bit less than that, but there's additional money that we think we're going to be needing in that category for the remainder of the year. The fourth and final item under budget amendments is for brush and weeds. We have a quote for tree removal, and I would like to take the money from increased revenue that we already realized for public works charges and allocate that toward that quote. And those are the 4.
Mike, how old's that bucket truck?
26 years.
Do you still hook the horses to pull it? He's hiding in the back. Now, how much is the actual repair on that?
$5,000 for control.
Well, she said some additional for other stuff.
Right. It's an
I think you better start looking into one a little younger.
Around $7,500 for just the control handle?
Yeah, well, 26 years old. I think you better start looking for a younger model.
I mean, can we pick up another truck for...
Well, we gotta get this fixed right away. I mean, we're going in the winter, it's gotta be done.
Well, it's just a bucket truck. You use that a lot?
Yeah.
This time of year you
Oh, yeah, storms and trees. A new one's probably $100,000. Is it? Oh,
No, this
the
is,
$5,000.
no, this one was like an old,
Make it work.
this one's like an old telephone company truck or something, right?
I'll make a motion, we accept the
Put one in that ladder truck.
122 budget amendments, 1 through 4.
Say second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Carried.
Thank you. So the third category is personnel. So first item of personnel is that John King, who is the maintenance supervisor at Gavin Park, is requesting to hire new staff, Charles Wolf, as a full-time building maintenance mechanic. He's requesting to start at the step 4 rate of $22.04 an hour. That is because this gentleman has plumbing and electrical experience that will greatly benefit the park operations.
And we've spoke about this in the past, and we're getting killed over there with the maintenance department. The only way we're gonna do it, we're actually competing with McDonald's, so I'd say,
I'm gonna make a motion to approve it.
I'll make a motion to approve that.
A second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
I'm going to abstain.
My only concern is we have people who are on payroll now that aren't quite earning that much money, and they've been here for many years. I mean, I support hiring this gentleman, but I think we're gonna create some backlash.
We'll have to deal with it.
Yeah.
How long we trying to fill that position? 8 months?
Longer than that.
Right.
I think it's been since pre-COVID. Well, we talked about that with the experience.
Well, again, I'm just saying, we have people who've been here for years, and they're not earning $22 an hour. They're gonna be a little upset, I think, because we're giving a guy right off the street, even though he has experience someplace else. Our in-house people are gonna be upset that we're paying somebody more than they're earning and they've been here.
I haven't heard anybody come to me yet for...
Not yet, but when this gets out, they will.
And then if the supervisor comes to me and says that they can't afford to lose them, we're in a different time.
Well, I understand, and again, I understand that, but it just, our own people who've been here a while are probably gonna be upset that somebody coming in off the street, even though he has skills and we do need him, are earning about or more than they are currently earning.
So, I'm sorry,
Yeah, just, that's my concern is, I mean, we talk about taking care of our own, and then we hire somebody at or above the rate of our own, it's gonna create some hard feelings.
So in considering this rate, which you're absolutely right, we did look at that, and there was the employee that would be most affected is earning slightly more. Not a whole lot more, but is earning slightly more than what this gentleman is coming on at. This rate of $22.04, because this gentleman is being hired so late in the year, will stay the same in 2023. So his rate won't increase in 2023, whereas the other gentleman's will.
How many years does that other gentleman have here?
He has quite a few years, yes. I understand, I totally understand.
I mean, again, I know we have to be competitive. I know a company that's paying people $25 a shovel snow.
5 years ago, my kids could get a job at McDonald's, it was like $10 an hour, and now it's like 20. So,
again, my only concern is the backlash on our own people who've been here, and they're not going to feel appreciated, that's all. I mean, I support hiring this guy.
They were all taken care of pretty good last year. We took care of everybody, every employee in this town.
And
Highway got taken care of pretty good.
Everybody did. Everybody in the town.
I think everybody did. Plus, what does it cost? What does it cost for the town to pitch in 75% of that medical?
Oh, so
Approximately.
it's quite a bit, so.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Like $1,700 a month.
Yeah, depends on the plan.
I think that's what I pay.
Yep.
$1,700 a month.
That's for spouse and employee,
So, I do welcome, my door's open at any time. If anyone can hear me that works for the town, you can come see me. I mean, I think there should be a different way we handle merit raises. You know, that we seem to do them at the end of the year, and it's based on a percentage. If a supervisor came to me and said, hey, John, this guy just got an offer to go somewhere else, we can't lose him, what do we get, I think the board would say, well, let's do what we gotta do. But I would want more than just a supervisor. I'd want at least probably 3 references with a supervisor. That way there's no problems with, I don't like that guy, so I'm not gonna ever recommend him. So, if somebody comes to me, 3 or 4 people, and says, hey, we're gonna lose this guy if we don't take care of him, I'll be on it. I'll be on it. At the time we're living in now, it's just, $22 an hour. It seems like a lot, but when you add all the other benefits,
As I said, I know people are paying $25 an hour to shovel snow
right,
because they can't get, just like we're in the same position here.
right. That's why we gotta pay $22.04 for a maintenance position.
But they told, the guy I was talking to, he said he ended up having to increase his
I
salary.
wouldn't shovel snow for 25 an hour unless I could use a
You could pay
backhoe.
me $100 an
If
hour
I
to
could use a
shovel
backhoe, I'll do it. I don't, we got one abstained. I think I voted yes.
Four yeses.
Oh, 4 yeses.
We're done.
Yeah.
Approved.
Thank you. So the next item under personnel is the annual meeting and training school of the Association of Towns is coming up in February 19th through the 22nd to be exact. It does require overnight travel, so board approval is necessary. Thus far, we have the personnel that you see here on this table requesting to go.
So we want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve for the 4 listed individuals here attending the annual meeting and training school of the Association of Towns.
Have a second?
Second.
In favor?
Aye.
I abstain because I'm on it.
We'll be careful, because there might be 3 on there, we won't be able to get a vote.
No, just look, there's only 2.
It's the only reason I didn't go.
I know, I
you
can,
needed a vote.
I'll abstain as well.
All right. You're in. It's approved.
Thank you.
You may abstain, but you're going.
Okay, and you're going someplace.
And lastly, under personnel, Susan Baldwin is requesting to attend the quarterly meeting of the New York State Town Clerk Association in Corning, New York, which is going to be held from December 11th through December 12th, which requires town board approval because it has overnight travel.
Make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Maria, did you say that B part where the 6 of them, is somebody gotta be, we have to prove somebody to have the right to vote?
You have to have a voting delegate
Yes,
and
a
an
voting
alternate.
delegate.
We had
Have you
talked,
got one?
we talked about that today, not wanting to jump ahead and have the delegate on the actual agenda without approving people to go.
Okay.
So we can do it next month, now that it's approved.
Okay.
Okay?
Somebody wanna make a motion, go in executive session
Want to
over...
answer this, John? This is you.
I think it's Bach over there.
Is it for him on there?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's it? Oh,
It's probably a congratulations call.
Yeah,
Great
right.
job.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I'll make a motion to go into executive session. Discuss.
Yes, for discussion for proposed pending or, yes, yep, litigation, thank you.
Is somebody carrying me in there?
Ryan will carry you.
Who seconded that motion, I'm sorry?
I can't
Ray?
carry
Did
nothing.
you second that?
I did.
Okay.
And if any of you leave, I wish you all a happy Thanksgiving and enjoy it.
Yes,
Thanksgiving.
yes.
Oh, is November already? Freaking November already.
I might go to Florida for Thanksgiving.
I'm going end of January, February. He's upset.
She said the dogs are, she needs to get out, the dogs are driving her nuts.
I told him all day.
I'll make a motion to resume regular session.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. I thought John seconded, but he can't.
Who's John McEachran, did you second that? At 8:05, thank you.
We have 2 businesses who want their assessments dropped. We've all agreed to do it. My lawyer advised us to do that. Our assessor, Walmart from 2021 and 22 from $18,854,800 to $18 million even. That's all 3 years, so it's a reduction of $854,800. I want to make a motion to approve that.
So moved.
Are we
Second.
talking Walmart?
That's one.
Yeah, it's Walmart.
Was that you, Ray?
Yes.
Second, was that? Was any?
I'll second Walmart if you didn't get it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Aye.
Wilton Mall, their assessment in 20 was $37 million. it dropped to 36 million. In 21, it was 43,103,700. Revisit assessed value at 22 million, and in 22 it was the same amount, 43,103,700, driving it to $20,500,000. We all know that mall's failing, so somebody want to make a motion to...
Yeah, Dwayne, you want to make a motion? I'll make a motion.
No second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Opposed.
Carried. Anybody else have anything else? You want to make a motion to...
I'll make that motion to adjourn.
I will second that motion.
Dispense reading the minutes.
All in favor? Opposed?
Good night,
Carried.
everybody.
Good night, all.
Have a good Thanksgiving, everyone.
Thank you.